Hello and welcome to training for the LTech UX7 control panel. Here on the left we have our UX7 control panel, and on the right we have our light panel that is covered by a white diffuser. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and turn the system on by pressing the center power button. Okay, in our case here, in most cases, we have our controller paired to one group of panels, or one zone as we would call it, and it's indicated by this zone 1, which is lit. You can connect this controller up to 4 zones and control them independently or all together. What we'll notice here is, first of all, the color wheel. I want to say that right now the color is set on this white, which is an artificial white that's created by the RGB panel. We can go ahead and tap on the color wheel to change the color, or we can move our finger across and scroll to whichever color is desired. So there we go. I'll go with a nice dark blue. Next, we have these two upper buttons with the arrows, which are the dimming and brightness, as well as the speed buttons. So first I'll start with the dimming and brightness. When the last thing that we've touched is the color wheel, we can go ahead and dim or brighten the color. Right now it is set to maximum brightness, so what we're going to do is we're going to press and hold on the dimming button. And as you see, it slowly starts dimming down until it gets to basically 0% brightness. We can bring it back up by pressing and holding on this brightness button. We can also press one at a time on the brightness button to bring it up to the level that we want. I found that pressing on the dimming button is not always very effective, and it's best to press and hold when dimming. Just to note, there is a switch on the back of this controller if you turn around, and that switch can allow for a sound whenever you press a button, or if you switch it off, of course it will get rid of the indicator sound when you press on buttons. I'm using it right now because it's helpful for the training video. Okay, the next thing, I'm going to go ahead and brighten this all the way. The next thing we have to talk about is the mode button. The mode button is right here, and this button, if we press it once, it goes into mode number 1, and that is just the cycle of color changing. Now we can slow this down or speed it up. If we want to slow it down, we're going to go ahead and press on the brightness down button, which is also the speed down button. Okay, as you see, it has slowed down quite a bit, and then if we want to speed it up, you need to press and hold, or just press until we get to the fastest speed. Okay, and then if we want to stop the mode, any mode, you just press the color wheel to create the static colored light. Alright, the next button I want to talk about is the saturation button, and it's this cloud looking button here. So when we press the saturation button, I tend to press it and hold, and it will take the saturated color that we have currently and lessen its color until it reaches a white light color. So let me show this now by pressing and holding. And the white light does have a little bit of a blue tint to it, so that is why you might see it going a little bit purpley. We can go ahead and set it on a nice blue color to do this as well. You see it's saturated blue right now. We can press and hold to bring this to less and less of blue until we get to a white light. Alright, and then if you want to go back up in saturation, we will press and hold this button again until we reach the most saturated blue that we can on that part of the color wheel. Okay, great. So let's say now that you want to set what we call a scene. we have 4 different scenes that can be saved, indicated by these Roman numerals 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you like this blue saturation here and you want to keep that as a preset, we can go ahead and hold the Roman numeral 1 button to save it. And you'll hear 3 beeps in succession with that indicator light beeping 3 times as well. Okay, and then so when we're saving scenes, what we'll need to do is it's actually pretty simple. We just set the panel on whatever we want. So let's say if I want a scene where the mode is cycling through colors, but I don't want it to go that fast. Okay, so then I can save this scene just by pressing on and holding the Roman numeral 2. Alright, and then let's go ahead and set scene 3, and we'll just do a dim red for this one. Okay, I'm pressing and holding. Okay, and then let's go ahead and go back to scene 1. We have our blue. Scene 2 is our mode that is changing slowly, and scene 3 is our dim red. Okay, and you can save over these as many times as you want. And that concludes the LTech UX7 control panel training. Thank you very much.